Fala galera, sejam bem-vindos ao Cassim Games, quem fala com vocês é o Cassim. Vamos continuar aqui na série roleplay de Marvel Midnight Suns aqui no Playstation 5. Então galera, no último vídeo a gente fez mais uma missão principal junto com o Rob e com a magia, onde fomos, entre aspas, traídos pelo Johnny Blaze, né, o motoqueiro fantasma. E agora a gente tá de volta aqui na abadia, vamos dormir aqui pra avançar e ver qual que vai ser a nossa próxima missão principal, né. Provavelmente não vai dar pra fazer ela direto. Mensagem do Steve, publicação da Carol. Ah, tinha uma publicação da magia que eu esqueci de ver também.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Vamos ver as publicações primeiro. Essa aqui é que eu não tinha visto ainda. Logan, você conhece bem a Kitty Pryde, né? Nico, não responda isso. Logan, sim, porque... A Eliana, será que a Kitty e a Nico se dariam bem? E a Nico, magia, para. Eliana, por quê? Consigo imaginar você se dando bem. A Nico, beleza, eu vomitei numa festa... Não vomitei nela numa festa no passado, não tem como apagar isso da memória. Logan, espera, você é Vominico, Vomitouro? Nico, viu? E a Eliana, porque ela não ficou intangível pra desviar? E a Nico, ela ficou, mas eu não tinha terminado. Ela ficou intangível na segunda vomitância. Carol, esta postagem é restrita aos Midnight Suns. Eliana, eu queria falar com você e perguntar como você estava. E a Eliana, por quê? E a Carol, já lidei com criaturas tão poderosas quanto o Mephisto. Eu sei que isso pode deixar cicatrizes. Também sei que você tem uma história com ele. Não é da minha conta e eu não estou pedindo detalhes, mas posso falar sobre isso caso você queira. E a Eliana, estou bem. Carol, claro, a sala de guerra costuma ficar deserta entre as 23 e 1 da manhã. Agradeço qualquer distração da papelada. E Eliana, eu provavelmente não vou estar lá. Carol, legal. Eliana, mas eu poderia. Carol, legal. E Eliana, certo. E Steve, você é uma bênção para os Midnight Suns, Hunter. Eles também sabem disso. Ando pensando no passado. Eu gostaria de desabafar. Quer vir me encontrar? Estou disponível.
Welcome to my barracks, as I like to call it.
Reminds you of your war days, huh?
The smell is the same. Old socks, anticipation, and sometimes fear. I was just a kid when I joined the army. I never thought my war days would come to an end.
Well, it looks like they never did. It seems the world still needs Captain America.
They called the First World War the war to end all wars. If only that was true. I was 19 when I enlisted in the Second World War, and they've just kept coming. As much as I hate to say it, maybe war is our destiny. We're both soldiers who've been plucked from our timelines and thrown into it over and over again. Maybe this is what we're supposed to be doing, fighting an endless war.
I do not know, Steve. I believe that one day there will be a world without war.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're more optimistic about it than I am.
Seriously, Steve. Imagine a world ruled through peace. You could do anything you wanted to do.
I'd just find another cause to fight for that didn't require the use of my fists or my shield.
Like?
I don't know. Probably some social justice nonprofits or something to do with stopping climate change.
You are never going to stop saving the world, are you?
No, and neither are you. You're about the closest thing I have here to a co-captain. We might not be able to end all wars, but if you keep walking the walk, we'll be able to end this one.
Esse nível 4 com ele já. Passiva, inicia o combate com 38 de bloqueio e ganha 15 de bloqueio a cada turno.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why
when...
don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The Parchment of Power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
Olha com o Rob. Só ver o que a Carol precisa aqui.
Actually agreeing with you, Nico.
Wait, you're what?
We are asking a lot from Robbie. Maybe too much.
So glad you see it too. It seems to me that he's risking himself all for destroying the parchment.
Point taken. We will have to keep an eye on him. Make sure the page isn't having any strange effects on him.
Maybe we can get Hunter to talk to him, see if he's okay.
Not a bad idea.
I'm sorry, was it the hunter or the bumper? Because one of those things seems to happen a lot more than it should. Hey, can I ask a favor?
Amiga, coisa pra se guardar. Feiticeira Escarlate, ela pode até dizer, não dizer, mas Wanda Maximoff te admira muito. Ganha um nível de amizade com Wanda.
Thanks, Hunter. Good to see Wanda back with her team.
Robbie's walking around with a magical bomb in his chest, and it's insane that people think that's okay. I mean, it seems like Caretaker understands the danger, but nobody else wants to hear it.
I will do my best to help and protect Robbie while he carries the parchment. He is not alone.
You better believe he's not alone. He's got me too, and all of the Midnight Suns looking out for him.
I think even Tony is working as quickly as he can.
I mean, be honest with me. Do you really think Stark's plan is gonna work? Because, you know what I think? I think this is all about Stark getting back at Banner. And Robbie's just a tool for him to use, like everything else in the Forge.
Robbie agreed to this plan. No one forced him to do it.
He may not have agreed if he knew the dangers, and I don't think Tony's been clear about that.
We are all in danger. But I do think Tony owes us an explanation for his behavior.
I swear, if anything happens to Robbie...
And what exactly do you think will happen to Robbie while he is carrying the parchment?
I don't know exactly. Maybe the magic in the page will drive him insane. Maybe it'll wreck his body. Who knows? But I really don't want to sit around waiting to find out. I just hope Robbie makes it through this in one piece.
Deixa eu falar com o Blade primeiro.
Have time to talk, Hunter? I saw you witnessed our disagreement in the hallway earlier.
I did.
Yet you didn't say anything.
I did not.
The parchment contains some of the darkest, most twisted magic that's ever existed. Robbie's my friend, but I don't think he's strong enough to withstand those forces. If he doesn't pass that page off to someone else, it's going to consume him.
You may have your doubts, but Robbie is tough. Tougher than you realize.
I wish I could share your optimism, Hunter. Everything related to the Darkhold turns my stomach.
Maybe so. But I have complete faith that Robbie is strong enough to carry the parchment for as long as we need him to.
How much longer is he expected to hold the page?
We are all waiting on Stark. Until he can finalize his plan to destroy it, we wait.
All I could say is Stark had better hurry.
It's weird. I just felt this need to be out here. Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the Parchment of Power. But it also really sucks.
No one ever said our tasks would be easy, especially now.
I get it. It would just be nice if the price of failure wasn't, you know, the end of the world.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the Parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
The forces of the Parchment and the Darkhold are not to be trifled with, Robbie. You cannot expect to read the page the way you would a normal book.
Oh boy, here we go. More of that. This is beyond you, Robbie. I've been hearing this junk since I asked to see my first R-rated movie as a kid. Guess what? I snuck into those movies and I can sneak a peek at the Parchment.
Trust me, this is not the same as childhood misbehavior. You are gambling not just with your life, but the lives of all of those who love you.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around here.
Tony tá na forja. Tá.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there, Hunter. I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it.
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
Well, Tony, you are a bit competitive. I would not blame him for becoming a bit territorial as a result.
Aw, there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition, is there?
I do not think Strange sees it as friendly.
Well, when he comes back, I'll try to smile bigger. Maybe that'll give him a hint.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
Oh, you'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
It will be a challenge, but I know you can handle it.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Actually, you can tell me several times. I'm such a shameless sucker for praise.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Steven Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up.
Inicia a pesquisa. Antes, deixa eu falar com o Strange.
Magic highlights, Tony. Highlight.
Careful, Steven. Keep your thumb outside your fist when you punch. It's hard to cast the crimson bands of Cyttorak with a broken finger.
I must say this workout brings quite an intoxicating feeling of power. Not unlike the first time I cast the Flames of the Faltine.
Ancient spells are cool and all, but sometimes it's just good to hit something.
And if this bag wasn't here, I'd be punching Tony.
Things are so crazy, I'm sure Tony's currently studying up on ancient defensive spells.
To defend himself from me? Ha! He can certainly try. Careful, Hunter. Punches are flying fast around here. I came out here to cool down. Carol kindly suggested I work out my frustrations on the punching bag. Her suggestion was wise.
I am afraid I know the source of your frustrations.
If you think this source has got salon-sculpted facial hair and an ego the size of Montana, then you are correct.
Surely you understand this is how Stark is with everyone else, do you not?
I understand it, intellectually. Yet the outrage still burns in my heart.
Fair. Just do us all a favor and try not to break his jaw, all right? We need him in one piece.
The problem with Tony is that he's too cavalier. I suppose that attitude has contributed to his success, but he can't do it with the arcane. It's a completely different realm. One that will deal him a brutal defeat if he doesn't change his ways.
You do not think he can destroy the Parchment of Power?
I don't think he understands just what the page represents. His whole life has been ones and zeros. The forces that shaped the Darkhold were powerful long before numbers or technology. They exist outside of the theory of relativity or quantum mechanics. They are elemental and esoteric as the rules of the dream space.
I hope the two of you can reach an understanding.
If he wants to work things out, he knows where to find me. Hopefully, my aggressions will have been worked out by then. That'll show him.
Então, vamos fazer a pesquisa lá.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Concluiu o relatório tático com a preparação certa. A maioria das lutas é vencidas antes mesmo de pisar no campo de batalha. Eu pretendo continuar desse jeito, Steve Rogers. A primeira carta de missão recuperada de um inimigo em combate é grátis. Acelerador Gama. Com esse canhão vou refazer os passos do meu pai. Eu ouço a voz dele em todas as anotações de pesquisa, vejo as digitais dele em todos os esquemas. Faz sentido, eu acho. Só mais um fantasma para me assombrar à noite, Tony Stark. Tá. E aqui falta uma com a Feiticeira Escarlate. Vamos fazer uma missão com ela daí.
Hey, Hunter. Always up for a challenge. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Cura sombria. Eu vou pegar essa cura sombria porque eu não tenho ela ainda. E a gente precisa de todas as cartas do Hunter, né?
See you, Hunter.
Mensagem do Blade, te chama mensagem Super Link também, né? Robô de review de notícias globais da WHIH. Últimas notícias: vulcões dormentes entram em erupção, cobrindo toda a área de Vorozeica com uma impenetrável nuvem de cinzas. Não se sabe a escala dos estragos, pois a nuvem impossibilitou todas as formas de comunicação. As autoridades mobilizaram o supergrupo Guarda Invernal na esperança de localizar os sobreviventes. Tony, sabe essa pequena falha na comunicação? Ela também afetou os cabos de fibra ótica submarinos. Steve Rogers, como isso é possível? Tony, a natureza atua de forma misteriosa. Carol, e com natureza você quer dizer Tony Lilith. Blade, ótimo treinar com você. Hunter, você manda muito bem mesmo. Está com tempo para conversar? Me encontre na sala comum. Tenho tempo livre, vamos ver?
Why are you smiling?
Because you're dead. Hangman.
Damn it.
No offense, Hunter, but you suck. I couldn't have come up with an easier answer.
The irony of a Dampier telling me that I suck is not lost on me, Eric.
Hey, keep it down or this game isn't the only thing you'll be losing tonight.
Is that why you brought me here? To tell me how much I suck at parlor games?
Actually, I'm here to tell you how much you don't suck. You're turning out to be one of my favorite people, and I don't like people.
I also enjoy our hangs, as Robbie might call them.
I like to think of myself as more of a friend at this point, Hunter. Been a while since I've had someone to lean on who handles their inner demons with as much swagger as you do. You remind me of this guy I used to work with, Hannibal King. He knew how to walk the line between good and evil without falling off, not unlike you.
Sounds like another kindred spirit.
He was. Man, was he one lousy vampire. But I guess you have to be a lousy vampire to be a good vampire detective.
Vampire detective? That is a first.
We worked together to track down the vamp who killed my mother, Deacon Frost. He didn't have to help me, but he did. Proves that even the baddest of the bad can still have a heart, even if it's not beating. Resisting succumbing to your own darkness takes a shitload of willpower. I'm proud of you for resisting yours. Just don't fall off the wagon.
What happens if I do?
Then I'll just have to kill you, just like I killed my mentor Jamal.
You never told me what happened with that.
Well, here's the abridged version. Dracula turned Jamal into a Class A Nosferatu, and I had no choice but to put him down. Hardest thing I ever had to do. But mark my words, Hunter. If you ever go 100% evil on me, I won't think twice about taking you out too.
I would do the same for you, you know.
What do you mean?
If you ever became a danger to others, I would stake you in a heartbeat.
Well, let's hope it never comes down to that. Already lost enough friends that way. Don't want to lose another.
Then here is to not killing each other.
I'll drink to that. Oh, and Hunter, this blood's for you.
Beleza, nível 4 com o Blade. Ataques e heroísmo tem 25% de chance de aplicar 1 de sangramento. Beleza. Aplicar sangramento assim vai ser melhor, né?
This should be useful.
Time's
Temos
wasting,
aí
Hunter.
cura sombria.
I think we've got something for everyone.
enquanto deixa quieto. 10 de coragem, comenta que as missões com bloqueio.
Evil does.
Não. Não vou fazer isso com a Wanda, vou fazer com o Homem-Aranha.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
All right then.
Melhoria.
Don't sneak up on an old lady like
Sangue
that.
de guerra. Ah, é aquela que eu não comprei, né? Não, tem mais essa aqui também. Vamos comprar as duas. A gente conseguiu os créditos, né?
I like where this is going.
Transferência da Shield, vamos ver. Espiral gama comum. Né? Ah, eu posso mandar 51 créditos e ganho uma espiral. Não, eu gasto 51 créditos e ganho uma espiral gama. Ou 50 créditos eu ganho. Tá. Eles querem esse talento e eu ganho créditos. Ah, por enquanto eu não vou fazer nada.
Thanks, Hunter.
Tá, vamos ver o que tem aí. A próxima missão principal é com o Hunter, Los Diablos. Missão da história requer a pesquisa do acelerador Gama, beleza? Dados. E aqui é uma do Wolverine, né? Vamos fazer essa da Wanda, a gente precisa fazer uma missão com ela mesmo. E ganha projetos épicos. Círculo de invocação vai ser tranquilo, né? Quer dizer, depende, né? Gere 5 de heroísmo. Vamos tentar fazer. Ganha uma unidade de dados. Isso só custa 8, né? Vou levar o Hunter e vou levar... Wolverine, talvez. Interrompa o círculo de invocação, beleza?
Hydra's mystics are trying to open one of those rifts. It probably goes without saying, but we can't have them summoning abominations from the other side.
142 bloqueio dele.
Right here, still waiting.
Not looking good for you. I've got a reputation to protect.
Vamos dar uma olhada na situação aí. 212. Ah, ele já vai entrar na ocultação, droga. Eu não vou poder usar atacar ele.
Should be useful.
Deixa eu atacar entre eles aqui.
That must have taken forever.
Meu Deus do céu. Oi, matou o outro lá ainda.
That's one mystic out. We've knocked another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
Matar aquele cara lá.
An illusion. That could have been so much worse.
Custa 2, né?
The strength of chaos.
Puxa vida. Nada que eu possa usar, cara. O ruim é que eu precisava atacar ela, né? Não vou conseguir. E aqui não tem como usar e não tem nada pra me usar contra ela ali. Terminar o turno, vamos ver o que vai acontecer.
Mystics are digging deeper, reaching for something to call for.
You don't know who you're messing with.
That's not enough.
I've not shaken their confidence.
Nossa, que beleza, hein? $97.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
You have earned this. Weak, even for Hydra.
Tentar matar ele.
You're lucky to still be breathing.
Tá. 2 vão atacar o Hunter. E essa aqui não vai atacar ninguém.
We serve until the end. Suffer.
Muito dano. O vento você foi escudo. Vou tomar dano agora.
You think that would stop me?
The children will join us soon.
Is it my turn now?
Tá tranquilo.
Chaos. We cannot be turned back.
Quanto eu já girei de heroísmo com ela?
Crude, but effective.
4. Eu vou jogar ela pra cá, bem no meio deles aqui. Daria, né?
Ooh, you should probably see a doctor.
Aí, interrompe o ciclo. E já gerei o objetivo ali do heroísmo dela. Agora eu faço o seguinte, eu vou usar a fortificação.
Welcome assistance.
Como assim remove proteção? Ah, mas... Ah, tá. Tá. Cento e 95. Eu tenho algum movimento grátis ou não? Não. Cento e 10. Foi isso aqui. Não morre ainda. Posso matar com essa aqui.
How invigorating.
Never surrender.
That'll heal right up.
Has she commanded?
I barely felt that.
You're still
Que droga, cara.
No pain will shake our loyalty.
Ela ficou com fraqueza? Não ficou com fraqueza. (135) não morre ainda, mas... Próximo é morre.
Whatever gets the job done.
Mas é o seguinte, o cachorro vai atacar o Hunter, então vai tomar um contra-ataque e praticamente vai morrer, né?
You can't possibly think you can win this fight.
(315)
Should do the trick.
Já era.
We will move as one.
You can be my sidekick anytime.
We've done it.
Eu imaginei que ia ser uma estrela, eu demorei demais, né? Mas pelo menos pegando uma unidade de dados extra ali. Aquela skill da Wanda de fazer os inimigos se atacar é muito, muito forte, cara.
Good girl, Charlie.
Quem precisa falar? A Agatha.
Or someone is going to snap. Did you hear Tony?
Acunis ad sepulcrum. Nam hacin hora. Tutela contra inferna vocat. Paper potestatum. Offerte molem omni noxa. Iram et tristis. Kipsico. Maiores angeli, et spiritus
Que isso?
Custori per singulos gradus.
Agatha, what are you doing?
Casting a protection spell over the Abbey. Now that we are in possession of the Parchment of Power, we must be vigilant in guarding against its influences.
What can I do to help?
You can't. This is a very rare form of sorcery, practiced only by those who have passed from this realm. But you can watch over the others. This spell will only prevent the worst type of harm the parchment can inflict, but can't stop it from making mischief completely.
Mischief? What sort of mischief?
There's no way of knowing for sure. But if there's one thing I am sure of, it's this. The words etched onto the page were written by Chthon himself. Not even my magic can silence them. They will affect us, if only in whispers. I mean, they're probably affecting us right here, right now, and won't stop. Not until Stark finally manages to nuke it from space.
Then there is hope.
There sure is. But until that happens, we need to protect ourselves. Speaking of, I should really finish this incantation. The spell cannot be completed without it.
I will leave you to it then.
Sleep well, Hunter. If you can.
Vamos socializar com a Wanda, a gente tem que ganhar nível de amizade com ela.
Hellride is ready and waiting.
Seeing good troops lose their minds, not knowing if a tank was going to mortar their bunkers, but seeing seasoned, enhanced heroes walking on eggshells is a new kind of unsettling.
What, no stars and stripes, hoorah,
Conversa profunda, jogar cartas ou pescaria.
It must be bad.
We lived with the dread, channeled the tension. This feels different. Lilith's got too many tricks we haven't seen.
Tricks like mind control? We call that Tuesday at Xavier's School for the Gifted. I got a gut feeling that what's gonna come's gonna be more gnarly than usual. Bet I'll even be surprised. I'd even go so far to start taking bets. But that's too grim, even for me.
Getting back out there feels like the first step toward rebirth.
Vamos fazer uma conversa profunda com ela.
I don't think Caretaker wants me in the library.
Are you certain?
Oh yeah. She did that thing where she squinted at me, then cleared her throat about 5 times.
I am very familiar with that.
The library used to be my second home in the Abbey. I think it'll be good for me to be in there. But I don't want to push Sarah any further.
Agatha spent most of her time in the library. Is that what is really going on?
It always comes back to Agatha.
You cannot change what happened.
I know.
But you cannot let it keep you from moving on.
You know what's so messed up? When Lilith... when she took me, I forgot Agatha existed. Now I'm myself again, and it's all flooding back. I find myself wanting to go back. Not to Lilith, but to forgetting. You're right. If I'm part of the team again, I have to face this. Thanks, Hunter.
O que a gente pode dar pra ela aí? Calmando seu demônio interior, não. Caixa de música. Tentar dar aquela caixa de música legendária, né? Nas encostas de Mundagor. É, porque é uma cantiga de Nor da Transia, né? E é bem provável que pra ela seja o ideal. Adorou o presente. Uhum.
Thank you.
Mais 20 de amizade com ela. Maravilha. É, a gente vai ganhar o nível de amizade com ela. Está confirmado já.
I'm the best there is at what I do, but you're right behind me.
Mais algum? Não. Maravilha então, galera. Vou encerrar esse vídeo por aqui. No próximo a gente dorme ali e vamos provavelmente já partir para a próxima missão principal. Então, muito obrigado por ter assistido. Até a próxima. Valeu.